Sustainable Development Goals represent an overarching framework at a global level that can then cascade to a country level and then to businesses in order to tackle certain sustainability challenges, if not actually all of them through all the 17 goals. I know that you've also been selected as a UN Young Leader for the SDGs. So what do you think can be done in order to drive a faster progress towards them? How can new business models can be created by having the SDGs at the core?
Yeah, I love that you mentioned that, because I think it brings me back to how my story started. First, I think that having the SDGs in mind is something that is inherently happening because the UN and all the associated organizations have been really successful in creating a brand out of the SDGs. So people are slowly more aware that they exist. And when you have them in the back of your mind, I guess that helps to be creating like companies around this, right? Especially because, you know, investors are also looking to, or impact investors are looking to have this brand at some point being mentioned. So that's one note. And another note is, how can I think they can be involved in the creation of companies more? Again, back to my original story, I think starting a company has, there's a method around starting a company. It's not like you one day wake up and you have an amazing idea. I mean, it can happen, but it's not the rule. Instead, I do think that when you implement certain methodologies like design thinking, human-centered design, and you start with a challenge and you really dig into that challenge, you try to understand from a human level what is affecting those stakeholders that are in contact with this challenge all the time, and you start also evaluating where in the markets or in the ecosystem there are other players trying to intervene in this same challenge. What are they doing correctly? What are they doing incorrectly? You'll start noticing gaps, and then you can brainstorm around those gaps for new ideas on how to solve these gaps. And usually those ideas can have a business result to them as well. And so that's where the triple bottom line starts appearing. And in the end, you can label it within one of the 17 SDGs. But the rough side of this is there's a challenge, and you just need to understand it, understand the ecosystem, and bring new or improved solutions on the table around them. So I think it's a combination about the branding of the SDGs and a little bit more trust in the process, trust in the methodology of starting businesses.